Hello, my family. It's Friday evening, actually, and this is going to be a short video, really. I had been finally soil came into our co-op again, so I have 5 out of 7 done. It's about to rain on us again, so I'm going to have to wait, but I should be able to get the rest of those last 2 beds and then the 2 in the front finished this coming up week, I hope. And there's a really good reason why. The other thing is I wanted to let y'all know that this homestead will be doing something like a lot of the other homesteaders are doing. I did my research today. Let me get a cup of coffee and I will be right back with you. Okay, my family. So, talk about feeling kind of duped in the world of, yes, I'm living in this healthy atmosphere, making homemade breads. Well, to a sense, I guess I am, considering all the other preservatives that are in store-bought bread that's already pre-made for us. However, I'm still not in the full aspect of healthier grains. Now, when it came to learning, and I'm still learning, y'all, when it came to learning all of this, sometimes I still am digging deep because I want the best for us. And I went to a place called Grains and Grit. That lady is absolutely amazing, and she falls in the line of the category of who I am, and that would be biblically as well. So I started learning a lot from her, and little did I know that technically all the flours that I'm using, I'm not even getting the vitamins and minerals because it was already pulled out. You know, I realize that we have the supplemental enrichment into our flours now, but 26 vitamins and minerals were removed from it. Now, I also know that milling my own flours will be a challenge, and it is a challenge I'm willing to take. Because if it means that my husband can have grain again, because this falls in a whole new category, I will be able to Mediterraneanly. Now I'm understanding why the Mediterranean, as I go through all of these sections, I'm understanding why even the Mediterranean are healthier, because this is what they've already known. They don't have this issues where they live because they have the all natural stuff where we don't. We have the supplements. So granted, I had done all of my homemade baking breads and it's been great tasting, but I want to go a step further. So I took the plunge, and I found that the Wondermill, it was basically really on sale. So I'm going to try the Wondermill for right now. The one I really like was the Mill, I believe it's called, and that's the one that has the bamboo look. That's a really nice looking mill. However, it's also quite pricey. So I took the one that I can work with right now. I like the stone ground method, but I'm just going to have to wait on those and just use what I have. So we're just going to test this out. Now, I am still looking in companies. I don't have a decent drop-off place for us for Azure standards, so I have to look into other means on getting my grains. And for right now, I'm looking into hard red wheat berries, soft white wheat berries, which those are only for like tortillas or pastries, which I don't do a whole lot of, so I won't get a whole lot of that. But the white and the red wheat berries, the hard version, I am looking into, because those would be more for me with baking my bread and with eventually my sourdough. I will later look into the artisans like the acorn and all of this, because I do know that there are low carb recipes using acorn, by the way, that I have seen. And if I can mill my own, that would be even better, because the price for them already milled is crazy. Another one I want to look into, believe it or not, and you don't see much of this, but I am struggling right now just to get a product, and it would be durum wheat. Now, I would want the durum wheat because I would like to be able to have the real pasta wheat that's more nutritious value. And I found that when we have these vitamins, these minerals, these proteins, these fibers, it doesn't weigh so much on our body as if we have what we have from the store, which we definitely gain weight from because everything has been removed. This is a hard subject to talk about based by what I'm learning, and I am trying to do my best, but I'm also wanting to try this. I want to see if it does make a difference because I've heard many say it really does make a difference in your health. So this is something I'm going to look into. I have basically one thing left on this homestead that I want to get into, but I'm going to wait because that one is the most expensive, and that is the freeze drying. For now, I have a dehydrator, but I will start venturing now into milling my own grains. I do have a local mill here. I can check into feed of what they have over there as far as berries and see if they have anything. If not, then I will continue to keep finding what's best for us. I do know that the ones I have coming now, I'm going to have to put in a bucket, so I'm going to have to get some buckets too. But I need to find them pretty reasonable. Now, I am going to have to use the flour I have. I'm not going to waste it, but I'm not going to buy any more. So, if this works out to the best for us, I definitely won't be buying any more. Instead, I will be buying the wheat berries and maybe step into some of the rye berries and all that and mill my own flour. So, yeah, I'm stepping into a few of the other homesteaders and understanding why their families are so much healthier. Now, if I could grow it, I absolutely would, but technically 0.34 acres of land is just not enough to grow your own berries. Let's face it. You need a big farm for that to do anything for your family. So that is one thing, y'all, that look forward to this coming up because my products will be in. Tuesday will be the final for everything to be in, so I'm looking forward to this. Yes, it's going to be a learning curve from what I'm understanding from a lot of people. It's definitely going to be a learning curve. But again, I learned how to bake. I'm going to learn how to do this. So tonight I am actually using a low-carb pita bread, and we're having a Greek lemon type chicken. We're going to fill it with some tzatziki sauce and cucumbers, tomatoes, probably some Kamada olives, and I'm probably making some hummus on the side. That's going to be our supper for this evening. So I am looking into other recipes, and we're going to have some fun with this. I am going as Mediterranean as I possibly can, and that is, believe it or not, Mediterranean is absolutely real whole grains. So this is exciting for me and very interesting to learn that I don't know why I didn't do it before. I was led last year into this and I just kind of blew it off. But it got stronger this year. Every time that happens to me, y'all, I take it as I'm being led in these directions. And for what reason, I don't know, but I'm taking it. I'm learning to listen, like being woke up at 2, 3 in the morning every day consecutively and knowing, well, then this is time maybe I need to pray for something or someone. So I'm going to go ahead and take this leading, and we're going to see where it brings us to, because in the Bible, this Mediterranean lifestyle is all up in it. And so I'm going to keep going with where I'm being led to. So we'll see how this turns out. I need to show you an update on our seedlings, y'all. I have not done that yet, so this is pretty awesome. So let's go and check our seedlings that we had done about a week and a half ago. No, it's been 7 days, I believe. So I'm surprised at what's come up. I'll tell you that much. But we're getting ready next week to plant even more, because it's getting closer for us to have our last frost. Now, we have a different type of thing down here. Everybody has their little, I don't know, I guess folklore or whatever. But here, if you hear thunder in February, mark that on your calendar because that will be the day of your last frost in April. Well, unfortunately, we had a thunderstorm at about the 12th or 13th of February. So that means it's very well possible that our last frost will go from April 1st to April 12th or the 13th or somewhere within that vicinity. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on the temperatures. But it's kind of interesting. I marked it down, so we'll see what happens. But let's go look at the seedlings that we planted because those make me so happy. Okay, y'all, so I am going to try to focus this in so you can see these. All of these back here are San Marzanos. I am so excited. Over here, I have some wild za'atar oregano starting to come up on this row over here. This row right here with these other little ones is actually our French thyme. We have some more San Marzanos here. San Marzano there. These others have not come in yet. We have some purple Cherokees right here. Over here, we're starting to get some black cherry tomatoes. Over here, we got some red sweetie tomatoes. So we're going to wait and see how many more come up. And if they don't, I'm going to go ahead and plant some more. Here, this is amazing. This is what I recently ordered as well. This is all our diamond eggplant, y'all. This here is my Black Beauty eggplants, and they're still coming up. Over here is our Keystone Giants. They are starting to come up right in this row. Now, on this row, I'm starting to see some pimento peppers coming up. This row here is our, let's see, what is that one? Our Giants. I can't remember which that one was, but that was one of our giant bell peppers. I'm still waiting on, I see some peppermint coming up, but I'm waiting to see some spearmint. I'm hoping the spearmint comes up. If not, we will try it again. I'm not giving up because I want spearmint. But so far, this is what we have. I am super excited, especially for those San Marzanos. Now, not all of them are coming up, which is okay with me because I know that I can redo this again. I still have plenty of time, so I can succession plant those within another week and I'll still be okay. But we got this, y'all. This is exciting. Oh, let me show you the parsley from the hydroponic system too. Okay, so I have some basil. It's not doing as great, but look at this parsley, y'all. I have trimmed this parsley 3 times already, and it's still coming up. So I'm using it too within our meals. This is actually kind of cool to know that I can grow this in our house. So I may do that again this winter. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I thought that was kind of cool to show that to you too. And that's that Le Pot system. It's doing really good. So I'm quite pleased with this, honestly. So I thought I'd show that to you as well. Okay, so that's catching up right now. Now, this weekend, our temps are going to drop. We're going to be quite cool, and we're going to have a couple nights of freezing temps at night, which not super bad, but it's enough to be cold. Then we're going to warm right back up in the 50s, 60s, even 70s next week. So this is going to be short and brief. I don't know how long it's going to be, which kind of bothers me because the fact is if it continues to get warm, it's going to confuse these plants. And if we do have a freeze in April, I'm worried about our blooms again because for 2 years in a row, we have lost fruit because our blooms just froze and fell right off. So I'm hoping it doesn't do that again this year. I am looking forward to this new adventure into graining my own or milling my own flour and making our own stuff. So yeah, I'm super excited. And thank you for many of you who replied back to me when I asked the question, what is your opinion when you led me into different types of mills, the different type of folks to check into. Hold on a second. I should know to silence that thing, but I didn't. So I'm sorry. But for many of you who helped me, that was pretty awesome. You actually really helped me in a lot of ways. So, and I seen and heard a lot of good reports about the Wondermill. So, but they say it's loud. Now, the only reason I would look at the other one with the bamboo is honestly, it's prettier. But prettier might not be what my pocket can afford. So I went with the more practical. Um, yeah, the mills are different. Now I understand that the bamboo, and I believe it's called the Mill, that one, which is really nice. It's got the stone for grinding, which you can do a lot more with, including um, milling, if I'm not mistaken. If you wanted to do grits or stuff like that, you can do that with that mill. But unfortunately, with the Wondermill, you can't do all that. So that's the only difference. I'm hoping maybe I can try to do dent corn in the Wondermill and see if I can make cornbread out of it. I don't know. We'll see. It says it can, but I don't know for sure. Like I said, I've never owned a mill before, but I've been trying to dip my feet in the waters till finally I just dove in and decided to try this. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting these plants started. I'm looking forward to start gardening outside. I'm looking forward to getting this homestead up and running. I do know I got to get past a certain time in about 3 weeks, and it's going to be okay. But yeah, I'm going to take a break this weekend because we got to get a few things done. But I'll be right back at you come Monday, y'all, or especially Tuesday. So I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. And I will probably do a video on my first bread and see how the experience goes, especially after learning different types of grains. And I have some really good places where they're teaching me how to basically, I'm not a beginner baker, but when it comes to fresh milling flour, I am absolutely a new beginner baker in this. So I want to taste the difference. I want to see the difference. I want to work this until I can become a master at milling my own flours, working it with my sourdough, and getting the ultimate health that I can out of every area that we go. So, hope you're willing to be with me. I hope you all have a very, very blessed weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, much love from Parton's Heritage Homestead.